Good afternoon. Let me start by asking you a question. How many of you have heard of the TV streaming service called Netflix? That's right, we have, right? Well, let me tell you that in the year 2020, Netflix came out with a new documentary called The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. Gabriel Fernandez was an 8-year-old boy who died because he endured years of child abuse. So yes, we're going to talk today about child abuse and how we can see the signs of child abuse and how we can prevent it, how we can help a child that is being in danger. First, we're going to talk about physical abuse. What is the signs of physical abuse? Physical abuse can be seen by bruising, cuts, burns, marks in different parts of the body. We also have mental abuse. And the signs for mental abuse are low self-esteem. Kids that have struggle with controlling their emotions. That they retract, they don't want to participate in activities, they want to be left alone. Then we have sexual abuse. Now, sexual abuse is the second most common abuse that is being reported. And what is the signs for sexual abuse? Very hard to see sometimes because kids are being afraid and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to say anything. They're being threatened by the adult who's being the abusive. But we can look for those signs. Sexual abuse many times have physical signs. Trauma in the genital area, bleeding, underwear and sheets, lacerations in the genital area. We can also see the emotional signs in sexual abuse. Children become afraid of people. They go back to their old problems and difficulties, such as sucking a thumb or peeing in the bed. Nightmares. Or maybe sometimes we can see kids with extremely knowledge of sexual activities and talking about sexual activities, doing gestures that are not for their age. Another kind of abuse is neglect, which is the most common abuse there is. And the neglect happens whenever the person in charge of the children don't provide for the basic necessities of the kid. And those we have lack of education, we have lack of affection, shelter, food, all the basic necessities in a human being. And now you may be asking at this moment, but how can I really help a child who's being abused? And then you have that little voice in your head telling you, don't do it, don't mess with it. It's not your problem, right? It's not touching you. You don't have to deal with it. But let me tell you, we all can be the difference in a children's life. In that child who's being abused, we can be the difference. We can be the ones that are going to save this life and going to provide a nice and good future. Listen to your gut. Yes, that feeling inside of you who's pushing you, who's telling you something is wrong, something is not right, that kid can be in danger. Listen to your gut. Then listen to the kid. Try to talk to the kid. Find out what's wrong with him. Tell them that it's okay, that there is a solution for their problem, that they don't have to endure the situation, and there is help available for them. The government have multiple sources where they can access help. If they don't trust you, if they don't trust the adults that are around them, there is phone lines where they can call and receive help. Let's all be an active part on the life of a kid that can be safe, and a life can be safe. There is many kids who perish due to this abuse. When I was doing my research for this speech, and I was looking for statistics and numbers and sources, I came out with pictures. And I was amazed to see the number of children who die every year in hands of their caregivers. And I strongly believe that if we learn the signs and we learn how to prevent and how to help a kid in need, we're going to be able to save lives. Thank you very much.